Right, so I'm going to be doing a comparison between Vim and Atom. I've been using MacVim for a little while now, and it's good. I don't have any problems really with it. It's kind of getting a little bit bloated now with all the plugins that I have, but that's one thing that we're going to explore right now. Okay, let's just do ncdu then. I'm just basically checking how big my Vim install is. Alright, so that's not too bad actually, 51 megabytes. Oh, you know what? That's without the autocomplete package. So let's put the autocomplete package back in, and then we'll see how big our files get. Autocomplete Valoric uComplete. Alright, let's pop open our vimrc dot vimrc. Alright, so now I'm just going to explain the plugins that I have. So right now I have, Vundle, obviously, is what I'm using for my Vim plugins. I've never had a chance to actually explore Pathogen or any other Vim plugins. I just kind of started with Vundle and ran with it. I use the Control P Fuzzy Finder. It's really nice actually, so you can load like most files. Product.rb. It actually loads. It'll actually find that file for us. Yeah, it's pretty handy. And Nerdtree, just because it's pretty. You gotta have some sort of file navigation system over here. Right? It's pretty nice. Use Tpope a lot. A lot of his plugins are very, very good. Vim Fugitive is one of them. Up here, I use his Vim Projectionist. A lot of his Ruby and Markdown stuff. Very good. So for some Node stuff, I use like JS Beautify, Vim Beautify, as well as like JavaScript syntax highlighting and all that kind of stuff. Some plugins. For a while, I was doing some WordPress development, so I have some of these plugins: PHP Complete, WordPress, etc. Some WordPress snippets, Ocean theme, SuperTab, Tab Autocomplete, which I'm kind of finding cumbersome. I like to tab space my markdown tables. So yeah, but let's add in complete me. So let's source the current file, and we're gonna do plugin install to get uComplete me back, and we'll see how big it is. But while we're installing that back in, because I know it's gonna take a while, let's go over to get Atom. So yay. Loading. Alright, let's have a look at my Vim install now. See how big that actually is. Get into .vim and do the ncdu. Alright, so as you can see, uComplete me is about 200 megabytes installed, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But I mean, it's huge, but it's handy. After installing all these plugins, Vim kind of gets a little bit huge and bulky, and I just want to explore Atom again. I used Atom entirely last year. I used Atom and a little bit of Vim. I kept switching between the two, but Atom is just a full-blown text editor, or modern text editor, right? But let's see how big Atom actually is. Atom.app. Wow. Oopsies. So its base install is 216 megabytes. Vim is bigger at this point. Let's just see what we have installed in Atom, because I don't think, yeah, this is just base install. I nuked my .apm. I don't know. Yeah, let's go see. Right, cd.atom. It should be here now. Yeah, so we have a few things in here. Let's look at ncdu.atom, right? Check that out. So right now it's very small because I haven't added any external plugins. But for example, we can just add in a couple more of my plugins that I have. similar plugins over here. Let's add in this mini map. I use that fairly often. Since I'm doing a lot of Ruby stuff, let's do, Rails development. Let's do a Rails package. That's probably going to be pretty big. Yeah, we'll go with Rails snippets. Also, another good one, Git. It's beautiful. It highlights everything in your project directory. Oh. Let's open a project right now just to see if it's actually installed by default now. Might be. Yeah, it's a Git project. Oh yeah, Git status. That might be it. Let's have a peek. Wow, that's much heavier than I need. You know what? I'm gonna look at this more in depth later, and I'll post all the packages that I installed. And post all the packages then. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really see myself needing much more than this, except changing this font. Because hack. Where do we go? Hack. Oh, come on. Hack. And we like 10. Yeah, that seems to be pretty good. Oh, I haven't been able to do this in a while. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Let's see how big our files are now. So currently we have, to refresh this, 5 megabytes. 1 total about 10 megabytes. You can see here our atom.atom is about 10 megabytes, and our atom.app is 216 megabytes as opposed to our Vim, which is about 250. So 216, 10, 226. This is about 26 megabytes less, and it's a full-blown modern text editor. Wow, good to know. Alright, so yeah, I think I might do a switch back into Atom. It just seems like it might be an easier way to go, even though it's a full JavaScript engine built in by default. Pretty handy text editor. I mean, after using MVim for a while, I think one of the things that I'm going to miss is commit messages. So whenever I try and make a commit, I just get the commit message in Vim right away, and I can fire that off. I'm going to have to look in a little bit more detail about how to do that with Atom, but for now, I think I might make the decision to jump back into Atom. There's a full fuzzy finder as well in Atom. Just a great UI and everything. I can also do split screening very easily and such. I'm just going to have to remember the key bindings. It's been like a year since I've used this. Anyways, I'll update with some progress a little bit later on, and I'll make sure to post the packages which I eventually reinstall and reconfigure when I post the video. Ciao, dudes.